Welcome friends to another Tarkir Dragonstorm draft. I'm Nico aka another MTG, always trying to make the magic happen. This is the games part of this video, so if you want to watch the draft, I'll be putting a link into the description, or if it's possible I'll just put it in here. So go make sure you watch the draft first if you're interested in that. If not, you're in the right place. You want to see just the games. I drafted an Abzan deck, which is pretty interesting. But yeah, I can't wait to share the games with you guys, so have fun. Alright. I'll keep that hand because we have the black and the green source, so why not keep that hand? Opponent plays a swamp, passes the turn. I'll play the Mardu Devotee and Scry 2. Now we already have a Revival of the Ancestors, and we're already able to cast it. Unless my Mardu Devotee dies, which I don't hope. So I'm not sure if I want to keep the swamp or not. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. It would be a fifth land. I'll just risk and not take it, because maybe we'll just find another one, but as long as we have the Mardu Devotee, it's not going to be a problem. So let's now play another white source and attack. Opponent goes down to 19, passing the turn. Opponent draws a card, plays a forest, passes the turn. So we'll just play a forest as well. And let's just attack. Opponent goes to 18 life and I am passing the turn. So very, very slow for an aggressive deck, but opponent's deck is just even worse because they didn't even play a land this turn, and that really sucks for them. So I'll just now play my Revival of the Ancestors Saga, create 3 white spirits, attack the opponent who goes down to 17 life, and I am passing the turn. Alchemist's Assistant entering the battlefield. So we have the Avenger of the Fallen, and we can distribute 3 counters now. So this gets 1 counter, this gets 1, this gets 1. Submit and play a land. Do we want to just kill it now? I think it's actually, in this case, it's probably a good idea. Or let's just play this. Whenever another creature dies, I get a life. Opponent loses a life, and attack with all our stuff here. So they take the damage, go down to 10 life, and next turn all my creatures will be having lifelink and trample. Holy moly, I do love that. I do love that. Opponent plays a Codis, which is indestructible, so I can't destroy it. But all my creatures get lifelink and trample. So do I want to put a +1/+1 counter, or do I want to get Avenger of the Fallen? Not sure. I think giving a +1/+1 counter on something is even nicer. So like this, and attack with all our stuff. Mobilize 1. So opponent blocks one of my tokens here. They need to block the Storm Singer dead. But they are, I think they're dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's just see if they can get out of this. Like, they're gonna have another round, maybe another turn, but I think it looks good actually for me here. I do have two good removal spells in my hand for next turn potentially, but I'm actually happy that will be triggered as well as soon as any creature dies. So I think we're good. But they will gain 2 life. Okay, so they killed this. I don't understand why they block like this. So they have to kill this, yeah. And I'll just kill the Alchemist's Assistant because the indestructible creature doesn't make any sense. They gain 2 life, but the creature dies, they lose a life, I gain a life, another creature dies. Okay, but I'm gonna be able to deal that 1 damage next turn. So I don't think there's any chance for them to get out of this unless they have the... I think there's this one mass removal spell, but it's a white one, so yeah, that is the first game, I think. No blocks. This doesn't have lifelink. No. And they can cast any card. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because I'll be able to kill them next turn here. So it doesn't really matter actually, because how will they get out of this? Okay, making the magic happen with an Abzan deck, but with a pretty good one. So I think we're on the safe side. Revival of the Ancestors is just a pretty solid card. Let me know if you would have done the same, if you would have gone into that direction, or if you would have just kept it easy and strong and Mardu, or even just Boros. But that would be interesting. I would like to know that. But yeah, I think the deck came out cool. The first game went really nice. So let's just play another one. Okay, we have all our lands. That makes me happy. We have an Absent Monument. I think it's a super solid hand. Pretty happy about that hand. Let's play the Mardu Devotee, Scry 2. And pass the turn. Do I want that swamp? I think I don't even want it because we're gonna find something with the Absent Monument. But I want the Marshal of the Lost here. Just to have it, that is cool. Opponent plays a mountain. And kills my Mardu Devotee, okay? I can live with that. So let's find with the Absent Monument. I don't really know. It doesn't really matter. We have all our colors. So let's just find a white source. Because that's our main color. And I don't want to play the Sage of the Skies here. But I want to play maybe just play the Nightblade Brigade before we play the Avenger of the Fallen. Ooh, nice. Revival of the Ancestors. Such a nice card. Such a nice card. So I want to play that next turn. And then get the Sage of the Skies in there. Ideally, we find some removal spells so we can cast it with a token. Opponent places Storm Shriek Pharaoh, but on the Omen side. So discards a card. And now it's time for us. We attack. Mobilize one. Opponent blocks. The mobilize token. And now we'll just play the Revival of the Ancestors, making 3 tokens. Whoosh! Super nice. That rare is just insane. The best rare in the worst color combo. But somehow I have a feeling the deck might work again. Because it feels nice, it feels good, feels solid. Opponent plays Saga Wildling on the Omen side, so Roost Seek. Okay, that's how you find out. You have to right click and then you'll see which part they played. I'll take the 2 damage and now I'll make those 1, 2, 3. Submit. No, you know what? Yeah, you know what? I'll do it like this. And now I want to play Death Touch. Marshal of the Lost. Attack. Give target attacking creature +X/+X. Which I'll just give it like this. This mobilizes. Have a 7/7. That's a tapped and attacking. The opponent says good game. So they are already conceding. They knew they didn't get out of this. They couldn't get out of this. So the deck is actually super solid so far. Who said Absent cannot win? I'm actually pretty happy that I didn't go for the Mardu Boros train. But instead I went with this train. Because this train has left the station and it's so far. The first 2 stops were pretty nice, actually. By the way, friends, if you're enjoying this so far, why don't you show some love by hitting that like or subscribe button down below? It helps the channel grow, and I'd appreciate it a lot. Alright, this hand is the most clunky hand we had in this deck so far. I don't really think I should keep it, but you know what? We're probably gonna find something that we're gonna be able to cast. So let's just Evolving Wilds first. As a turn 9, I think we should find the Black Source, even though I hate to waste it on the Black Source, but maybe we don't even need to find the Black Source already, because let's just wait what we draw. My turn, green source. So let's find the Black Source off of the Evolving Wilds. Opponent is in Boros as well. Place a tap land. Ooh, but it doesn't have a 2-drop. So let's go like this. Let's find a Black Source out of this one. And here's an Abzan Monument, and we're gonna find another Black Source, I think. Just because to remove a land is always nice. And next turn we can already go Revival of the Ancestors, my new favorite card of the whole set. Force Practitioner entering the battlefield, that's okay for me. We can just go Revival of the Ancestors. Have those 1/1s out on the battlefield, and pass the turn. Opponent place a war effort. Okay, that is annoying, but I'll just not block, because with the lifelink I don't care about any aggro deck. And we have, wow, 1, 2, 3. We have the second Revival of the Ancestors, which is just insane. Let's play the Swamp. Let's attack. And you know what? I'll just play the second Revival of the Ancestors. It's not legendary, is it? No. That's just cruel. All the creatures will be gaining lifelink next turn. Wow, that's just cruel. Okay, opponent attacks for 5. I'll just take the damage. Next turn I will be having a lot of lifelink. So 1, 2, 3. Submit. All those have lifelink now. And let's play a land. Let's just Dragon Spray this. And then play the Sage of the Skies afterwards. Holy moly. Wow, that deck is just insane. I was so lucky with all those good rares. That was just cool, man. That was cruel. Like, the ranks have been reset, so I am playing against lower ranked enemies, opponents. So maybe this also plays a part, because because those people are not that experienced. But I just got super lucky as well. And so far I am killing it, and that makes me really happy, because I always try to make the magic happen as often as possible, and it's fun to make the magic happen like this. All right, I'll be keeping that, because maybe I can find the green source with the Evolving Wilds. Opponent plays a Mardu Devotee, scries 2. So I'll just play a Mardu Devotee as well. Okay, found the black source, so we can definitely use the Evolving Wilds for a green source. Don't need that black source. And pass the turn. Opponent draws a card, plays a mountain, attacks me. I'll just take the damage. And so now we can play the Evolving Wilds. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. I could also play the Fortress King Guard, but you know what? Opponent didn't play anything, so that bought us some time. Opponent goes down to 19 life, and I'll just be sacking my Evolving Wilds to find the green source here. Delcoven Pack Beasts entering the battlefield shore. That needs to be dealt with. Opponent attacks for 1. Let's sack this now. Find a green source and go down to 18 life. So now we can Avenger of the Fallen. Let's just attack here. I don't think they're gonna block. And play the Avenger of the Fallen. Having a death touch creature is always nice. And next turn we can already go Revival of the Ancestors, making me extremely happy. So they might have the first strike thingy. So I think, okay, they don't have it, but they have the coordinated maneuver, which sucks. So maybe we're just not fast enough. We'll see. Let's just give it another shot. Attack for 1. Play the Revival of the Ancestors. And we need to get rid of the Delcoven Pack Beasts. Next turn we should probably just go Fortress Kingguard into Osseous Exhale to get rid of the Delcoven Pack Beasts. Okay, opponent has some pretty nice cards here, especially the Zergo and the Delcoven Pack Beasts are not cool here actually for me, even though my things are getting stronger. 1, 2, 3. Submit. Let's let's go Fortress Kingguard. Let's endure 1, make a token, and let's attack with our stuff. Opponent decides not to block. They might have a counterspell. If they have a counterspell, then I'm kind of screwed. If they don't have a counterspell, I might win it because I can kill the Zergo Vanguard now. That needs to be dealt with definitely. Mobilize 3. So let's now kill the Zergo and behold the dragon. I want to gain 2 life as well. That might be the difference here. Zergo needs to be killed. Ooh, so Zergo is dead. That makes me pretty happy. And we can kill one of the tokens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we might just be able to win it because next turn all the creatures will be having lifelink. And all my tokens will be coming through because if I cast the Starry-Eyed Skyrider, they'll just be flying tokens that deal a lot of damage and I'll gain life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's just 6 damage here. Opponent, if they have a combat trick or whatever, if they have a combat trick, that might be working. Ooh, is it enough to kill me? Nah, I hope not. Yeah, so nice. I think all our creatures have lifelink, so we'll attack with all of our creatures. Trample and lifelink. And now we'll just have to cast our Starry-Eyed Skyrider, or maybe this before, then we can find doesn't really matter actually, because but yeah, I want to play it like this because I will find a land and then I will remove a land and then I will play my Starry-Eyed Skyrider. Let's just find a swamp here. Play that swamp, play the Starry-Eyed Skyrider. All our tokens have. Do they have a counter spell? So we gain 6, 7, 8, 9 life. Okay, they're tapping one of my creatures. Doesn't really matter. because we will gain a lot of life. One. Okay, we are at 13 life. Opponent is at 5 life. They can deal 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5, 6, 7 damage. So I think we're good unless they have a. Okay, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 potential damage. But I think we're good. They can play this. I need to block just to be sure. Okay, so they have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh no, am I dead? Am I dead? Because they can cast those 2 spells. But this has to be cast for the harmonize cost, so they can only play this 4, 5, and I am alive. So that means my opponent is dead. That, yes, making the magic happen with the super nice aggressive Abzan deck. And that is my second time that I have been having a real great success with Abzan. Have you had success with Abzan? Let me know in the comments. I would be interested if that is something that happens to a lot of people, because everyone says no, don't take Abzan, don't take Abzan, it's just the worst color combi. So I'm actually having fun with Abzan right now, right here. Alright, I will keep the hand. I don't love it because I don't have a 1-drop, but I think it could still be solid here. This time I'll play the Abzan Monument to remove the forest out of my library and pass the turn. Opponent is Saltai or Timur. So they find a mountain, so they are Timur. So I think we should just, like, we can't cast this, so we just might as well cast play the Evolving Wilds plus the Abzan Monument. Search for another swamp and sack this for another plains. And yeah, next turn we can go a Ration Sunshield. We at least removed a lot of lands here, so if we just draw the thingy, this makes the token, but this makes the token as XX, where X is the number. Yeah, I'll just remove that, submit one. Where X is the number of, is the greatest toughness, so I can have a 4/4 creature for 4 mana now. They have a Bloomvine Regent. I don't love that, actually. So let's just attack. Opponent decides not to block. So I'll just make the 4/4 token. As long as because I don't have anything else to do here. This, whenever another dragon enters, you gain 3 life. That sucks. I want to get rid of this as soon as possible. But next turn, dealing 7 damage sounds nice as well. So, okay, they deal 5 damage to my token. I don't love that, actually. And they attack me. Or they have a bite spell as well. Come on. I'm not sure if they have one. They might have a Piercing Exhale to kill my Ration Sunshield. Yeah, a Dragon Claw Strike. Even worse. Even worse. That's 8 damage into my direction. Yeah, that's way too many lands for this. And this will now be a 0/0 token because we don't have any creatures. Ouch. That actually hurts. That hurts a lot. We're mana flooded. So opponent attacks, I'll need to kill it. Submit no dragon. Okay, at least that is gone. And opponent plays a 2-seed Earth Carver and makes a 3/3 token. We found a Fortress Kinguard. Let's give this and make, I think, Endure 1 and then Absent Monument to have a 3-3 at least. But not looking good actually, because we have that many lands here. Opponent attacks. I'll just 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll just block the. I'll block the Ducid Earth Carver maybe. Like this. So they'll have to decide. Okay, ouch, that hurts. But at least they still have to decide if they can only kill one creature here. So we can play the Venerated Storm Singer. And not attack. They have some more dragons. They have the card advantage. This game's not gonna go my way. I feel it. Ooh, and the Dragonback Assault. Ouch. That is just insane. That is insane. Oh, wow. And now they have some dragons. Wow, we won. That was just too cruel here. That is just... yeah, no, I can't do anything. I can kill those 2 dragons, but every land makes another dragon, so I can kill this dragon, I can submit no, and I can kill that one as well, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to turn it around. They're just gonna play a land and have another 4/4 flying, and they have a dragon sniper. They have an encroaching Dragonstorm to remove the more lands from their library, so we'll see, but I don't think we're gonna... No, I can already just... Whew, that's too cruel, but yeah, if it weren't for losing, the winning wouldn't be that much fun as well, so I'm a landho, it says landho. Alright. Good. Let's play another one, because I have a good feeling that this was just a very unlucky draw with all the lands. I feel that this deck has trophy deck potential, so why not? Okay, Martyr Devotee entering the battlefield very soon. That's a hand I will keep. So, Martyr Devotee. Passing the turn after scrying 2, I do think... Wow, I want the planes for sure. Because I want... Yeah, I can play my Starry Eyed Skyrider at least. But I don't love to have only planes here. So... Planes, attack, opponent goes to 19 life, and I am passing the turn. Opponent sacks their Evolving Wilds, searches for a mountain and draws a card. Plays a swamp, plays an Unburied Earth Carver, and we can... Let's attack. They're not blocking, so let's just play the Starry Eyed Skyrider. Pass the turn. I definitely want a swamp next turn. That would just be amazing. With the Martyr Devotee we can cast Marshal if we find land. Opponent plays Reigning Victor, sure. Gives this +1/+0 indestructible attacks. I'll go down to 17 and opponent passes the turn. So now we can just... Sure. Let's just attack. This gains flying, they can't even block. So let's play the Nightblade Brigade. Surveilled 1. Riding Dawnbreaker. I'd much rather have a... something... This just is a 2/2 creature. I want a land to get my Marshal of the Lost into the game. So I'd much rather find a land instead of the Riding Dawnbreaker. It's not much use at the moment for me. Opponent Play the land. Darkovan Encampment. That's an annoying land. Opponent is definitely taking their time here to consider their next move. I'm not too... Oh, Mardu Siegebreaker. Ouch. And they... Wow. When this enters... ATB effect triggers. That's very, very nice, actually. So no blocks here. This is indestructible whenever the reigning victor enters. Wow. So we can just Marshal of the Lost. Attack. Give this +X/+X. This gains flying. So having a 5/7 is kind of cool. Will they be able to kill me next turn? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not... Well, I have a blocker, but if it's only that one blocker, they will be able to kill me next turn. Because that deals 4, that deals 7, 8, 9, 10. So if they have a removal spell, I'm dead. Yeah, pretty interesting here. I think they might have something. Why shouldn't they? Why shouldn't they have a removal spell? So that is the game. Alright. So maybe not the trophy deck potential, but maybe. I want to play another one. The first 4 games went super smooth, and these 2 games went kinda... Yeah, it didn't go my way, but it's okay. Alright, that is a keepable hand. That removes me a land. I will keep it, even though I don't have anything to cast in the first 2 turns, but you know what? That just changed. Having the Mardu Devotee makes me insanely happy. Now I can get the Revival of the Ancestors. Wow, happy, happy, happy. Next turn, Abzan Monument. Then Avenger of the Fallen, and then just cast the Revival of the Ancestors here. Find a... We already have Swamp, Plains, Forest, so let's just find a second Plains. And not attack. Will we be able to win against the Boros aggro deck here? The Jeskai Devotee is gonna swing for 3, probably, no blocks here. For 2, okay. Opponent plays a Poised Practitioner here. So now we can go Avenger of the Fallen. Let's just attack here. Opponent does block. Or not. No blocks. Sure, let's play the Avenger of the Fallen. That's kind of cool. So, if they have a removal spell, then it sucks, but next turn I will be able to get the Revival of the Ancestors onto the battlefield, make those tokens, and now I have 3 Osseous Exhales, which makes me extremely happy. So I feel like I have a good stand here. In German we say ich bin gut gewaffnet, which means like I have the right weapons. That's what I wanted to say. I don't know the phrase, if there's a phrase like this. I'm well prepared is actually probably the good translation, but not equivalent to the I am gut gewappnet phrase. Well, opponent takes their time, has some flurry, synergy here. This can get +1/+1 until end of turn. This can get a counter. Well. And they are... They're definitely taking their time here. Okay, Overwhelming Surge. dealing 3 damage to my Martyr Devotee and not attacking, so we can. Let's just attack here. They'll take the damage and we'll just Revival of the Ancestors here. Get our 3 tokens. Pass the turn. So with 4 Osseous Exhales, I feel like we can remove anything in our way pretty consistently. Opponent drew a card and they play a Runescale Stormbrood, sure. Now we can give those here counters, submit, play a tap land, gain a life, attack with our stuff, mobilize X, where X is 1, and we'll just Osseous Exhale the Stormbrood, submit no dragon, poof, and also the Poised Practitioner. I don't think so. Well, then it's gone and we still have 2 more. So let them know we are talking business here, and that is opponent going down to 11. And I have all my stuff, and next turn I have lifelink, and I still have 2 Osseous Exhales. So 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, plus 1 creature. That's kind of cool here. Gonna gain a lot of life. Opponent plays an Effortless Master, sure. And we can just lifelink here. We can play Martyr Devotee, Scry 2. Don't want that. I want the Dawnbreaker though. Let's attack. Mobilize. And Osseous Exhale. That Effortless Master. No dragon. I'm not wasting my Osseous Exhale here on the Jeskai Devotee, because I will have a lot of life. Opponent has 3 life now. And so I think we're kinda good to go. We're probably winning that one as well. Yeah, making the magic happen. Nice, nice, nice. Making me happy. And yeah. Alright. That is very, very suboptimal, but I'll still keep it. And with the Evolving Wilds, I have to find a white source. Activate the ability, find a white source. And wow, that was too. Oh, now I should have taken a green source, but you never know. So gotta play safe. And now there's a Martyr Devotee plus a Starry-Eyed Skyrider. I think we'll just yeah, attack. Give this flying. Doesn't really matter whenever this creature attacks. Okay, I thought there's another one that gives attacking tokens you control have flying. Ah, okay. There those 2 abilities here on the. Oh, and here's the Sage of the Skies. Nice. So we can go Martyr Devotee into Sage of the Skies. Get rid of that, but not of the Absent Monument. Into Sage of the Skies. Kinda cool, have those creatures on the battlefield. And do I want to attack? Yeah, I think I should just attack. Give whatever flying, doesn't really matter. They can block 1 death, but I'll deal 2 damage. So, and we have the Osseous Exhale plus a Venerated Stormsinger next turn. Those 2 Sage of the Skies already on the battlefield, so that is just pretty darn decent here. So let's attack with our stuff. Give this flying here. Opponent does block. I'll Osseous Exhale here. Hopefully they don't have a counter spell or something. They have some answer, I think. A Molten Exhale, sure. That's my Sage of the Skies gone. Making a token out of the Disciple, but the Disciple is... why isn't it dead? Because it got plus... no, I don't understand. But the green source. The Molten Exhale dealt 4 damage to one Sage of the Skies. And how come my Osseous Exhale didn't kill it? How could it deal 5 damage? It was too fast. But I have another one, so I don't really... I'm not too scared of this things. Give this flying. And here I'll have another Osseous Exhale. This time I'll get rid of the Disciple here. Submit no dragon. So that makes me happy. Gain 2 life, opponents at 11 life. Next turn, Venerated Storm Singer, Jeskai Brushmaster. Oh, that's annoying actually. But let's just play the Venerated Storm Singer. Attack with my flyers here. Oh, I could have... oh man. Doesn't matter here. Doesn't matter. Opponent does block. I'll deal damage, gain 2 life. Now I'm at 26. Next turn I can make a 3/3. But I want my revive. Oh, Meringue Reaver Regent. Oh no, it's just the coil and catch part of the card. Whew. Because they don't have enough lands. But that card is the best card in the format, or like one of the top 3 cards. Not blocking, taking 6 damage. And Dragon Spray. Oh yeah, I'll Dragon Spray this. Kill it. And all attack. Give this flying. Mobilized creature also has flying because it's a token. Yeah, nice synergy here with that deck. I'll gain another life, opponent loses another life. Next turn I'll just make the token. Opponent casts a Breaching Dragonstorm and casts a Core Steel Cutter for free, but concedes, so I am happy that this happened. And now we're going to find out if this Abzan deck is actually going into the trophy hall or if it's not. Alright, I will keep it, even though, well, you know what, let's play the Evolving Wilds past the turn. So I think we should find the green source because it's much more likely that we find black source in our deck. So let's find the green source here with the Evolving Wilds. Yes. So play the land, play the token, get the token onto the battlefield. So that's because when you just cast it, the Dawnbreaker, and when the card appears here, you don't really see which part of the opponent is casting, or so that is what I don't love about it. Let's cast a Starry-Eyed Skyrider, attack, deal 2 damage, opponent goes down to 18 life. And I just found out that you have to right click at the moment it's on the stack, and then you see which part, if it's the Omen part or if it's not the Omen part. Oh, and I think I want to go Revival of the Ancestors. Make those tokens not attack at the moment. Activated abilities of artifacts, creatures, and planeswalkers can't be activated. Sure, that's okay for me. Opponent plays a mountain. And a Channel Dragonfire kills my token here. And we found forest will make 1, 2, 3. Submit 1. Play a land. Let's attack. They all gain flying, doesn't really matter. And deal some damage. Play the Avenger of the Fallen. I don't want to play the Sage of the Skies, not yet, because come on. I don't wanna. So we have some really nice rares actually. That draft really went my way. Or maybe I just made the right decisions, I'm not sure. Salt Road Pack Beast entering the battlefield. Draw a card. And Dragon's Prey. Ooh, all creatures gain lifelink. Oh yeah, we can make the second Sage of Disguise as well. So let's kill this. Auto pay. Oh, it costs 2 more. Ouch. That hurts. Give this creature flying. Good game. Still, I think that's it. Even without the Sage of Disguise, opponent already wished me a said good game, which is, it's pretty clear that they're not gonna get out of this. Hopefully this mobilizes X, and I have no creature cards, so we can go Abzan Monument into Sage of Disguise now. Find a whatever white source, play the land, play the Sage of Disguise. They have a counter spell. No, they don't. So I get a token copy plus the Sage of Disguise. I'll attack with all my stuff. I'll give the Avenger of the Fallen lying, and I'm gonna go hit them hard for. Alright, sure. Gonna hit them hard. That is 2 damage, 3. Opponent is at 3 life. But I have a really good feeling here that next turn I can just activate the Abzan Monument as well. So Narset entering the battlefield. They can discard their hand and draw that many cards. And draw cards equal. Ooh, I want the Sage of Disguise. Yeah, sure. Doesn't matter. So they did activate that, but I can just go this, give this flying, make a token of the Avenger, attack with our stuff, give the Avenger flying. Why? Only when this attacks. So that is the game. And that is how you get a trophy with an Abzan deck. I've said it once before. You can find this video as well on my page. But that is the proof that you can get a super nice trophy with an Abzan deck if you're kind of lucky and if you're, yeah, if things go your way. I'm glad you joined me. I had a lot of fun. I hope you had fun as well. If you did like the video, show some love by hitting that like or subscribe button down below. It really helps the channel grow. I'd appreciate it a lot. And yeah, I wish you a nice day.